Hey, Todd here, and yes, this is a sponsored video, but don't panic. I'm not about to try and sell you beard oil or a crypto scheme. Today's sponsor is lalal.ai, a tool that can take a finished song and split it perfectly into clean parts, or stems as the cool kids say. Vocals, guitar, bass, drums, basically every bit you wish you could hear clearly when you're learning a song, without having to beg your mate to send you the track minus their creative tambourine overdub. It's AI powered and it does in about 30 seconds what used to take me hours of guessing, praying, and swearing at my computer. I'll walk you through how it works and more importantly why it's actually useful for gigging musos like us. Whether that's fixing old recordings, practicing tricky parts, or finally figuring out what chords are happening under all that cymbal wash. And yes, I checked, you can absolutely use it on songs that aren't yours if it's just for practice. Which is great news for everyone who doesn't want to re-record an entire album just to work out a harmony part. Okay, so going to the interface, under products here, it's got a few different tools built in, right? You've got the stem splitter, which can pull a track apart into vocals, guitar, bass, drums, whatever you need. There's also a lead backing vocal splitter, which is brilliant for working on harmonies, and an echo reverb remover, which can clean up audio that sounds like it was recorded in your bathroom. So in this video, I'm going to focus mainly on the stem splitter because I think that's the biggest win for most gigging musos. But I'll give you a quick run through of everything available as well so you can see what they can do. All right, here's the track we're feeding into it. This one's an original of mine, so if it turns out terrible, at least I won't get sued for using it. Uploading is literally drag and drop. It's the musical equivalent of tossing your laundry in and having it come out folded. I'm going to split vocals, guitar, bass, drums, basically everything except my crippling self-doubt. This is where it makes you feel like you've got an entire pro studio hidden in your laptop, minus the guy eating Doritos in the control room. So now it's processing the track, which is the perfect time to reflect on all the gigs where I wish I had this tool. This is AI powered, so while we wait somewhere in the cloud, there's a bloody robot looking at my mix the way a chef looks at a microwave dinner. Here's the vocal track on its own. I'm drifting from this conversation, wondering if she can tell. Again, dealing with this silent frustration that fuels the happy face I sell. Well, there's been too much time since I told you you're never gonna be the one. Break out. It's been too long, so move on. Realize if I'm the one, then why do you cry if we fight? I don't feel it in my heart. Maybe that's the reason why you cry. It felt so different at the start. It does such a clean job, you can hear everything, including my internal monologue asking why I wrote the song in this key. But if I'd had this years ago, I could have removed my own voice from half my recordings and instantly improved them. Now, if you listen real closely, you might hear a couple of tiny artifacts, little audio gremlins that sneak in when you rip a track apart molecule by molecule. But in the full mix, they disappear faster than a free bar at a corporate gig. Now the guitar stem. Wondering if she can tell. Again, dealing with this silent frustration. Perfectly clean, so you can practice along without the original player getting in the way. It's like a karaoke track for your fretboard. If you're learning a solo, you can hear every nuance, so it's brilliant for practice. Now the drum stem, completely isolated and ready to drop into another track, or just loop it until your neighbours move out. It's so clean you can almost smell the rehearsal room pizza. Wondering if she can tell. Well, there's been too much time since I told you you're never gonna be the one. Next up, the lead backing vocal splitter. This one's perfect if you're working on harmonies. You can take the backing vocals and make them the main event instead of straining to hear them buried under everyone else's. This is a lifesaver if you've ever tried to teach a harmony to someone, or instead of singing it to them 50 times, you just isolate it and hand them the audio. No arguments, no guessing. No, I swear that's the right note debates. Just the part, clean and clear. Honestly, this could have saved more bands than couples therapy. Okay, so what I've done now is I've got a new song. I've split the entire song with the lead backing splitter. Okay, so that gives me lead vocal, back vocal, instrument on its own, and just backing vocal and instrument. But for the purpose of this, I've just downloaded the lead vocal and the backing vocal. So here they are here. Now this is the original song. You have given me more than I've asked for. Okay. Now this is the lead vocal that it's split. You have given me more than I've asked for. You have given me. Okay. And now this is the harmonies that it extracted. You have given me more than I've asked for. You have given me, now it's plain to see. Pretty good, huh? I mean, out of a WAV file, like a samurai sword, it has pulled it out. Now you will hear the little artifacts in here. You have given me. You could clean that up with a bit of EQ, a bit of top end. You have given but listen to that lead. You have given me more than I've asked for. I mean, that's pretty amazing. That sounds to me like the original take. That is pretty damn incredible, all right? So that's the lead backing vocal splitter, right? Perfect for harmonies and proving you were singing the right note all along. But what if the track sounds like it was recorded in the world's largest bathroom? Okay, that's where this next tool comes in, all right? Echo and Reverb Remover. All right, so here we are in Echo and Vocal Remover. I'm going to upload a different song this time, just for the hell of it. Here's an original song written way back in 1996, so it's going to have a lot of reverb in it, which will give you a good idea. So first of all, I'm going to turn off this so you can hear the reverb that was originally in the song. All right, here it is. Let's have a listen to the reverb in this. Oh, as hard as I try, I don't think I can shake it. For she gave me a chance and I didn't take it. Well, you can hear there's a lot of reverb in that, all right? So we'll go back here and we'll put this on, generate new previews. Here we are. Now let's listen exact same vocal. Oh, as hard as I try, I don't think I can shake it. Singing into a sock. For she gave me a chance and I didn't take it. No reverb at all. She was beyond my years, though I was older. Totally gone. Fantastic. I tell you, it takes out all reverb from 1996. So if you want to remix it, you can put in some different reverb or whatever without having to sing the vocal again, without having to get the original tracks. Fantabulous, I got to tell you. All right, back to you, Toddy. Now these next two tools probably won't be as useful for my older, more seasoned muso audience. We're far too mature for this sort of gimmick, obviously. But let's be honest, we'll all secretly have a go when no one's watching. I'll run through them quickly so you know what they do. The voice changer. The voice changer does exactly what it says. It takes a vocal track and changes it so it sounds like someone else singing. You can pitch it up, pitch it down, or just make it sound like your evil twin recorded the part. It's not meant to turn you into Freddie Mercury overnight, but it's great for experimenting with different vocal tones without hiring extra singers. Perfect for when you want to hear what your song would sound like if it was performed by a slightly more talented version of you. Voice cloner. The voice cloner is next level. You feed it samples of someone's voice and it learns to replicate that voice so it can sing or speak anything you want. Obviously you got to use this responsibly, but for creative projects, it's pretty wild. Imagine taking your mate's voice and asking them to sing your original song in perfect pitch without them ever stepping near a microphone. It's basically karaoke without consent, so maybe stick to voices you have permission to clone. All right, pricing. Now, here's something I love. This isn't one of those subscription traps that so many greedy companies use these days. You're not signing up to pay forever just to keep using it. Instead, you buy credits, and you only spend them when you actually download the stems. You can upload a track, choose what you want to split, and even get a preview of how it sounds before you decide. The credits are only used once you've decided what you definitely want to download. They even show you what it'll cost before you commit, which is refreshing. It's like booking a flight and actually seeing the price before they add on 14 mystery fees. And the cost itself, pretty cheap. A $20 pack gets you 90 minutes of audio. Most songs are about 3 to 4 minutes, so you can do the math, unless you're a drummer, in which case I'll do it for you. These prices are in US dollars, but $35 gets you 500 minutes, which is ridiculous value. And from playing with it myself, that's going to last you a long time. Unless you're trying to split your entire vinyl collection from the 70s. Copyright. Now this is the part that I think is real gold for a lot of you. Certainly for me. You can use it to split up a cover song so you can practice the tricky bits that you can't quite hear in the full mix. Guitar licks buried under a wall of cymbals, bass lines lost in the soup, harmonies that sound like they're hiding behind the couch. You can pull them out crystal clear and work on them in isolation. I even double check with the team and it's totally fine to use on songs that aren't yours if it's just for practice or learning. Just don't be that person who re-uploads the stems online and uses them in ways that'll get you a nice shiny copyright strike. Think of it like borrowing a friend's car to learn how to drive. Totally fine if you're in the driveway, not fine if you're into the Grand Prix. All right, so the stem splitter for me it's kind of like the star of the show, right? It's clean and it makes practicing individual parts of a song ridiculously easy. You can isolate that tricky guitar bit, the bass groove buried under the mix, or the backing vocals that you couldn't quite make out. Honestly, for learning covers, this is worth the price alone. So look, yeah, if you solo a track and crank your headphones to dog whistle levels, you might pick up the tiniest hint of artifacts, but in a full mix, you'll never know. Think of it like zooming way in on a high-res photo. You know, you'll see those few pixels close up, but when you zoom back, it's always crystal clear. And honestly, for what this does, the tiny artifacts are nothing. I mean, separating songs into clean stems, it's like slicing through an audio with a bloody samurai sword. A couple of frayed edges just makes it more rock and roll. It's also brilliant for digging up old recordings you weren't happy with and giving them a second life. Like a remix, but without having to admit you'd messed it up the first time. If you've got an old track that never quite sounded right, you can pull it apart and rebuild it, kind of like audio Lego for grown-ups. It's perfect for revisiting those old songs that make you cringe, right? Split them into stems, clean them up and pretend they always sounded that good. You can even rescue an old mix you weren't proud of. Doesn't need to be the whole song, maybe just a verse you weren't happy with, or even a line, or even a single note, if you're as fussy as I am. Virgo. Great for old tracks that didn't age well. Just strip them down, tweak them, and suddenly they're back on the demo CD or your album or whatever you need. Maybe you lost the old Pro Tools files, or you don't have a subscription to it anymore, so there was no way to do it, but now there is. Technology, eh? And that's how easy it is. lalal.ai just handed me studio quality stems without me having to sell a kidney for pro engineer rates. Big thanks to them for making this video possible and for letting me spend an afternoon pretending I'm a world-class sound engineer without actually knowing what half the buttons do. If you want to give it a go, I've chucked the link in the description. Full disclosure, it's an affiliate link, which means if you sign up through it, it helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. So you get awesome audio tools and I get to keep buying strings and pretending they'll make me play better. Win-win. Go split a song, isolate the harmonies, practice the solo, or just see what your favourite tracks sound like with the bass cranked up to annoy the neighbours. Seriously, for the price of a couple of beers, you can have a tool that gives you studio quality stems in minutes. This was unheard of a few years ago. I never thought it would be possible. But here it is. I wish everything in music was that easy, including packing up after the gig. Anyway, go and try it out, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Ideally after I've learnt that John Mayer solo without swearing. Vocals, guitar, bums, drums, bass, dip, bums. Yeah, let's get some bums in there. Try and stem that.